man up, it's game time. Everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up, it's game time. Everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.
I said it's game time, so it's time to score. If you're not playing to win, then what you playing for?
Welcome to the Varsity 845 Football Show. I'm Kevin Witt, and this baby is jam-packed this week. We had our crew out everywhere this past weekend. I'm going to give you my take on the first half of the season, and of course we have the game of the week. So let's get started.
Touchdown, hey! Touchdown, ho!
On to the highlights, where we'll begin at Monroe Woodbury. The state's top-ranked Class AA team looks to run its Section 9 winning streak to 46 games. Valley Central in town, but like everybody else, soon wishes it was not in town. Good to see Andrew Tolosi, number 21, out for the coin toss. He's recovering from a car accident but wants to be with his teammates. Valley Central swinging for the fences on its first play from scrimmage. Shane McNamara throws deep beyond coverage to Zach Adler. Adler makes a nice catch but can't stay in bounds. Here's Dan Scallo. He throws a gorgeous ball to Patrick Laird for a touchdown. Monroe Woodbury leads 7-0. Then it becomes 14-0. Check out this hole Trevor Officer runs through. He makes 2 cuts and strolls into the end zone. Officer finishes with 128 yards and 3 touchdowns as Monroe wins 63-18. Let's go to homecoming night at Menacing Valley, where the home crowd shows some spirit. Are you ready? Are you ready? We'll pick this up in the second half with Menacing Valley leading 24-0 over Roosevelt. Quarterback Kevin Freeman calls his own number. He scores from 8 yards out. Freeman also threw 2 touchdown passes. Kyle Cazzetta kicks 2 field goals, including this one from 35 yards out. Menacing Valley wins 34-0.
Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, your Bitty Bears.
We'll continue our Friday night tour at Middletown. Newburgh in for a Class AA Division I game. Unfortunately for Middletown, the Goldbacks brought along Barry Surratt. Check out the work of the Section 9's leading touchdown maker. He scores from 5 yards, from 45 yards.
Up the middle, so forget it. This is a touchdown.
And from 45 yards again. That's 15 touchdowns this year.
And look out, folks. He's away for another touchdown.
The only Middletown touchdown was a good one as Vincent Mortallero finds a wide-open Manny Mosley. That play goes for 76-yard touchdown, but Newburgh wins 37-7.
Touchdown!
Just off the banks of the Hudson River, James I. O'Neill hosts Marlboro in a Class B game. Darrell Griffin is the star of the night as he runs for 3 touchdowns, including this gem from 25 yards out.
Down the boys one that he's got reservations.
O'Neill wins 37-7. Saturday turned out to be much nicer than everybody thought, especially for Port Jervis, which traveled to Goshen for a Class A game. Well, you can't have a win if you don't have the football, so that's what Andrew Smith does here. He gets Port Jervis the football. Then on the next play, Tim Crown runs for the first of his 3 touchdowns. Chris Stosky threw 3 touchdown passes for Port Jervis, including this one to Joey Millette. Port Jervis wins 45-13. This brings us to the mid-year report. We'll go big schools to smallest, so that means starting with Monroe Woodbury, which has now won 46 straight games over Section 9 competition. The Crusaders are the top-ranked Class AA team in the state, and quarterback Dan Scallo has returned nicely from off-season shoulder surgery. He's got 2 great weapons in Patrick Laird and Jared McFarland. Running back Trevor Officer already has 10 touchdowns. Defensively, I think Monroe Woodbury will be better a month from now than it is now, because that's how it always works down there. But in a little more than a week, October 16th to be exact, that unit will be tested as unbeaten Warwick comes to town. Ryan White leads the section with 21 touchdown passes through just 5 games, with 13 of those going to John Babin. Don't be surprised if 3 weeks later these teams play again for the sectional Class AA title. Newburgh and Menacing Valley are a notch below, and my picks to grab the 2 final playoff spots. In Class A, Wallkill leads 4-time defending section champion Cornwall by half a game, but both are unbeaten. Each is getting it done with new quarterbacks. Andrew Harcher at Wallkill, Tyler Lawler at Cornwall, and ground games that seem to improve by the week. Cornwall's Tyrese Smallwood had 5 touchdowns against Newburgh. Wallkill's James Schoolmaker has 7 this year. These teams play October 23rd in what I believe will be a preview of the sectional title game. Class B football has been, well, Class B football. 6 teams competing for 4 playoff spots and no team worse than 1-2. Unbeaten and state-ranked Highland has been the class of the division. The Huskies, who are the defending sectional champions, have shut out their last 3 opponents. Who joins them in the playoffs is anybody's guess. I'll say this to these teams. Don't get ticked off if somebody tacks one on late on you. Those points will come into play when this likely comes down to a tiebreaker. In Class C, Ellenville and Sullivan West are the 2 top teams, just like last year. Ellenville is the defending sectional champion and closing in on that division title. Ellenville beat Sullivan West 22-12 2 weeks ago and Liberty by 30 last week as Doug Lewis ran for 3 touchdowns. New Sullivan West quarterback Ryan Alsdorf already has 10 rushing touchdowns. Chester and undefeated Eldred will battle for the Class D title, again. Both teams have been putting up some serious points against bigger schools. It helps having veteran quarterbacks like Brian Henry at Eldred and Chester's Matt Balzano. This brings us to the game of the week. Port Jervis hosts Cornwall in a Class A game on Friday. Cornwall hasn't lost a division game since 2004, but definitely will be tested here. Port Jervis, coming off a bye week, beat Goshen 45-13. This week, Cornwall comes off a bye, and I think that extra prep time makes a difference. Cornwall wins 21-17. Moving around the schedule, I think Highland and Ellenville will win this week and clinch division titles. Highland hosts New Paltz on Friday. Ellenville hosts Millbrook on Saturday. I'm taking Goshen in an upset at Saugerties and Valley Central home to beat Pine Bush. Well, that's it for this week. Check back every week for the latest edition of the Varsity 845 football show. Don't forget to check the website Friday and Saturday for all the scores as we get them. Enjoy the games. I'm Kevin Witt.
This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.
I said it's game time, so it's time to score. If you're not playing to win, then what you playing for? From the field to the hardwood floor, win some and lose some. Just give it your all, whether it's basket, base, or football. It's all American. It's on when the season's here again. PYP, gotta play your position. Gotta go hard, give it 110. Fans cheering in the stands, yeah, you gotta love it.
845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.